welcome the Summit Centers for School Age Development before and after school program. Michelle Russell, I'm the Centers for School Age Development Coordinator, and unable to be with us today is Faith Dietrich, the Centers for School Age Development Manager. Both of us oversee and direct all of our school age programming. Let's meet our head teachers. In Selinsgrove, we'll have Ray DeSmith at the intermediate school and Joy Bingaman at the elementary school. In Mifflin County, we'll have Nancy Yoder and Miller at the Lewistown Elementary School. In Mifflinburg, we have Patty Bingaman returning, and also with us again this year is Lori Bastian at the White Deer after school program. A little information about their programs, locations, and types of care. We are at the Indian Valley Elementary School, first day of school, August 30th. We're located in the cafeteria. Drop-off and pickup is located behind the school at the glass double doors down the steps. We provide before, after, half and full days, and 2 and 3 hour delays. In Mifflinburg, our first day is August 24th. We're located in the cafeteria. You can drop off and pick up, located at the side glass double doors. Also, types of care before, after, half, full days, and 2 hour and 3 hour delays. In Selinsgrove, we're at the intermediate school and the elementary school. Both of those first days are August 24th. We're located both in the cafeteria. We have drop-off and pickup located at the back at the side glass double doors for the intermediate school. Drop-off and pickup at the front entrance. Both of those programs offer before, after, half, full day, and 2 3 hour delays. And last, White Deer Elementary, first day of school is August 18th. We're located in the music room this year. You can pick up at the cafeteria side door, and types of care there is only after school care. So what's happening this year? We'll have our monthly themes. We'll have some STEM activities, some social emotional learning activities, and always fun to throw in some workforce readiness skills just to get kids to be thinking about careers, help them grow, become young adults. We'll help with homework. We'll have our makerspace carts or go to the makerspace in Selinsgrove, which has a lot of STEM, hands-on learning, problem solving, fun. We'll have some indoor and outdoor recreational play. We'll provide a safe and well-supervised environment, provide a breakfast and snack, and most of all, just a place for kids to be. What does a typical daily schedule look like? In the morning, your children will arrive. They'll have time to just do an activity on their own, have some free choice centers, maybe a planned activity if the morning program runs a little longer. We'll offer them breakfast and then they'll be dismissed to school. In the afternoon, the students will come to our program. The children arrive either from that school or they're bused from other schools into our program. They'll be offered some free choice centers, homework time. We'll have a group meeting to talk about what's happening that afternoon, what kind of activities are happening, how their day was, talk about how their day was. We'll offer a snack. We'll have some more recreational play indoors or outdoors, maybe another enrichment activity, an educational type of programming, and parent pickup. About roles, expectations, and safety. While at Summit CSD, students will be responsible and respectful to themselves, others, and property. They're going to be accountable for their actions. Be a team player by helping others, cleaning up, and having listening ears. Have fun by having a good attitude, trying new activities, and working together. We ask that all electronics and cell phones are not brought into the program unless they're going to be used for academic and homework support only. So please speak to your child's teacher in school and after school if you do need to send some type of school-issued iPad, laptop, or other education device. We definitely support the school day learning, and we want them to have those devices in the afternoon to support that learning and to finish their homework. But we don't want toys from home. Our program is well equipped with lots of different manipulatives, Legos, building blocks, games, dramatic play, many, many different types of equipment. So please keep the things home, let them be played with at home, and let your child enjoy the things that we can have at our after school program or before school program. So what happens if a student has some misbehavior or some challenging behavior? Well, we're going to document those types of issues. We're going to discuss those with the child first, see if we can resolve that, do some problem solving, get students to think about what's the better choice they can make. We might pull the parent in and talk about it a little bit. But it can result in some type of potential behavior consequence if we can't move forward or in the process. So they might be asked to sit out from participating in or more activities. They might lose some play time. And unfortunately, sometimes suspension of the program or termination of the program is necessary if we can't move forward and make things work for the student in our program. But how can you help your child show their true colors while at CSD? Summit Early Learning last year kicked off Show Your True Colors at Summit Early Learning, our positive behavior intervention support program. So we want students to be kind, respectful, a team player, and be safe. So how can you help them show their true colors? Encourage fun in the afternoon, fun in the morning. Encourage them to follow those rules and expectations and talk with their friends and problem solve. Help them make good choices. Ask your child about their day. We do a lot of fun activities before and after school. We're very, very busy. And a lot of times your students don't even want to leave when you come to pick them up. Encourage wearing sneakers, maybe even change of clothes in the afternoon if your students might have some accidents or they'd like to get really messy and you might be going somewhere immediately following pickup. Check your child's mailbox. Refer to the activity calendar for special events, activities, and announcements. Again, leave all those toys at home. There may be an opportunity for them to bring it in for show and tell or for something special, but the staff will let you know. And last, please leave cell phones or electronics at home too. Some is not responsible for any broken or stolen items. Some student responsibilities. We ask that students remember their homework from the classroom and all personal belongings before arriving. Often we'll have students that forget something and need to go back to the classroom. Try to encourage accountability. So maybe once or twice at the beginning of the year or so, we allow them to go back and get those things. But after that, they really need to remember to bring those things to the program. We ask them to come directly to the CSD program after leaving the classroom. If they have to do something else or go to another teacher or they're being held in the classroom, we ask that someone report that to the teacher so we're not looking for the student. We ask them to be respectful and considerate of others and others' property. Keep their personal belongings in their baskets. Please don't touch other people's things. Be respectful and listen to the CSD teachers. Enter the program quickly. Be prepared to begin the afternoon. We have a lot to do. And do not leave the CSD area inside or outside without getting permission from the CSD teacher. We have very strict child-staff ratios that we need to follow and also very strict supervision policies and guidelines. Parent responsibility. Please notify the CSD staff or Summit Early Learning Child Care Office in the school district if your child will not be attending on a regular scheduled day. This is so we don't have to hunt your child down. We want to make sure that they arrived where they're supposed to be safely. Inform us promptly when you change address, job, phone number, pickup information, or family situation. Provide a copy of your child's individual education plan, IEP, or special plans, goals, or written assessments completed by professionals. Only so we can all be on the same page and want the same goals and outcomes for the student. Support CSD in seeking consistent aid support throughout the school day and after school. So if your child has an aid during the school year, most likely they might need one in the after school program. Just the way the program is structured, and there's a lot of free time and choices, sometimes it's nice to have that aid or TSS come in the afternoon for a few hours. Do not bring any firearms, devices, sharp objects, or unsafe materials into the center. Only park in the designated space or area when dropping off or picking up. and trust in our care for your child. Ask questions, problem solve respectfully with the teachers. If there's problems coming up, challenges, you might not be happy about the situation, or you might only get one side from your student. Please take some time to reach out to our teachers and talk through those situations respectfully. Frequently check mailbox for important information. Read program information, ask questions as needed, providing any type of custody orders as needed, and most importantly, complete that student background information sheet that you received in your enrollment packet at the beginning of the school year. Answer those questions as best as you can. It's designed to help staff provide the best care for your child. Just some basic general information. Everyone needs an ID to pick up their child, especially the first few times, so the child caregiver and the parent get to know each other and can recognize each other. So no adult other than the parent will be allowed to pick up any enrolled in any Summit early learning programs without one of the following: authorized approval by parent on an emergency contact or parental consent form, parental verbal notification in person or by phone, and parents' written permission. And anyone unknown to staff will be asked to identify him or herself verbally with a picture ID, such as a driver's license. When your child will be absent, please call our CSD program or send us a message on Class Dojo. That way, we're not looking for the child. Sometimes we're not able to go down to the school office and are able to transmit that information back to the CSD program. So just give a quick text message, a Dojo message, or a quick phone call to say, hey, my child's going to be absent this afternoon. Don't forget to sign your child in when you bring them in the morning, and sign your child out in the afternoon when picking them up. It is the parent's responsibility to sign the time and initial when signing in and out. And lastly, let's stay connected. Again, I mentioned Class Dojo. Sign up for Class Dojo. It's very, very important for you to be part of that messaging center. You'll get information on what's happening daily, if there are inclement weather days, if services had to be canceled, if we're moving locations, things like coming up for summer camp packets, signups for full and half days. Very, very important to be part of our Class Dojo family so you get the most current up-to-date information. Again, communicate us by calling or texting. Read all the site postings on the parent bulletin boards and near the sign in and sign out sheet. And each student should have a mailbox where they can put some pictures and personal items in there to take home. And also the office might bring some mail for parents and put in that mailbox. So please check your sent mail regularly. So this brings us to the end of our presentation. If you have any questions or concerns around CSD, staff, behaviors, what we're doing, the ins and outs of our program, you want to reach out to Faith and myself, and our contact information was provided at the beginning of the slideshow. If you have enrollment in physical and health nutrition types of questions or medical types of questions, the presentation, will have others on here that you can reach out and talk those types of things through. But certainly reach out to Faith and I for any ins and outs, programmatic type of concerns, or even shout-outs or things that we're doing well. Please reach out to either Faith, myself, or one of the teachers directly. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hello, and welcome to Before and After School Care for the 22-23 school year. My name is Kathy Adams Funk, and I'm the enrollment coordinator at Summit Early Learning. And I'd like to share with you some important information about your child's enrollment this year. I've written down some information on when you should contact enrollment. If you want to add a day to your child's attendance, or if you want to drop a day from your child's attendance, if you need to adjust your drop-off or pickup hours, all of these things require an addendum to your service and tuition agreement. So you can contact the enrollment specialist and they can assist you with this. Questions regarding your currently contracted days can also be directed to your enrollment specialist. If you need guidance on where to direct other questions, you can also contact enrollment for that as well. For questions about tuition fees or payments, please contact the fiscal staff at the following locations. In Snyder and Union counties, you would contact Lori Wagner, and her contact information is there on the screen. And for Mifflin County, you would contact Natalie Payne. To contact your enrollment specialist, you would go by the area that you are served, which would include Lewistown and Indian Valley schools. For that area, you're going to contact Angela Beatty. At the White Deer Elementary School, the contact is Josie Wagner. For Sealands Grove Elementary and the intermediate school, you would contact Allison Leonard. And for the Mifflinburg Intermediate School, the contact is Tasha Roberts. All this contact information was also provided in your packet that you received. Other ways to contact enrollment would be to contact me, Kathy Adams Funk. There's my email address and phone number. Or you can also contact enrollment through our general mailbox at enrollment@summitel.org. And thank you so much for choosing Summit Early Learning for your child's needs.
Hello, everyone. I am Holly Lehman, the health coordinator at Summit Early Learning. I'm a registered nurse and I help to coordinate health services for CSD and all programs at Summit. My office is located at Central Office in Mifflinburg, and my contact information is on this slide. We have 3 agency nurses that are located in each of our counties. Michelle Hill is in Union County. Her office is at the Lewisburg Children's Center, and her work cell phone and other contact information is included on this slide. Christina Hayes is our Mifflin County nurse. Her office is located in the Mifflin County office. And Amber Edison is our Snyder County nurse, and she is located at the central office in Mifflinburg. If your child is ill, please do not send to the classroom. This has been especially important with the COVID pandemic, and we will be calling for you to pick up your child if they are ill. These bullets show a few instances when you should not send your child to school. If they have a temperature of 100, they must be fever-free for 24 hours without the use of fever-reducing medicine before returning. If they have diarrhea associated with illness more than twice a day, if they have vomiting more than once a day, rash with behavior changes or a fever, difficulty breathing with severe pain or convulsions, loss of balance, muscle control, or vision disturbance, scabies, strep throat, and an impetigo until treatment has begun. If they have injuries or illnesses that prevent the child from participating in program activities, if they have the inability to practice or participate in the daily routines. If your child is able to be in school and cannot be outdoors due to mild illness, please make other arrangements for alternative care. And children may return to class when above conditions no longer exist after appropriate treatment has begun or the child's physician gives permission. We all know that injuries can happen anywhere where children are active. If an injury does occur, staff will administer basic first aid for minor injuries such as small bumps, scrapes, and cuts. Staff will notify parents of minor accidents through the use of a boo-boo report. In case of a major injury, staff will call 911 immediately, notify the parent or next person listed on the parental consent form, request the parent listed or person meet the child at the hospital. Please keep emergency contacts info up to date at all times. If your child has surgery or an injury that may require restrictions or special instructions, we need a doctor's note to make sure your child can safely return and if reasonable accommodations are needed while attending class. So medications, the best and safest place for your child to be given medications is at home. We ask that you please do your best to arrange the medication to be given at home if possible. If that is not possible, you will need to call the agency nurse for your county to make arrangements for the necessary paperwork. Medication forms will need completed and signed by your doctor and by you to give permission for medication administration. The required medication paperwork includes antibiotics and over-the-counter medications such as Tylenol, Motrin, medicated creams. Medication administration information and consent forms are on our website that you can access. The medication must be in the original pharmacy label container. The nurses or designated staff will meet with you to accept the medication. Teachers and bus drivers are not permitted to accept medications. Nurses will review and approve medication paperwork before any medications can be administered to your child. Medication paperwork is valid for 1 year after the date, and new updated paperwork will be needed to be completed by the doctor and by you. For controlled type medication, the parent will need to bring in 1 week's worth of medication, and staff will count in the presence of the parent who will be signing the medication log. Children may not carry or administer their own medications at Summit. Sunscreen does not require a doctor's note, but permission for sunscreen to be applied by staff is signed by a parent on the HEMED 2, which is a parental consent form. Summit provides sunscreen that is a broad spectrum lotion, waterproof, and SPF of 15 or above. A parent can provide sunscreen if it meets this criteria. If you have any questions or concerns, please talk with your teacher or your county agency nurse. There are some health issues that we want to address. So if your child has a medical condition, such as a food allergy, asthma, seizures, diabetes, or other serious health issues, please contact the agency nurse for your county. Additional paperwork may be needed to be completed by a physician to have a plan of care and determine if reasonable accommodations need to be made while your child is attending class. The children do outside activities and go outside, which promotes health benefits and also another opportunity for learning in a different environment. This slide shows a few general guidelines that we follow and consider when children go outside. And now I'm going to turn it over to Deb Field, who's our nutrition coordinator.
Hi, everyone. As Holly said, I'm the nutrition coordinator for Summit. Meal service here at Summit. We participate in the CACFP program, which is the Child and Adult Care Food Program, which is federally funded by the United States Department of Agriculture. CACFP follows the U.S. Dietary Food Guidelines. We offer nutritious breakfast and a light afternoon snack. Monthly menus are provided to parents at each site. We ask all families at enrollment to complete a CACFP income eligibility food application, and then once annually. Each completed eligibility form allows us to claim meal reimbursement, which helps provide the meals and snacks served to children at our childcare sites. Meal service. During COVID, meals are pre-plated and beverages are poured by Summit staff. When we are allowed to return to normal, meals will be served family-style service, which will allow children to serve themselves from communal bowls and platters using portioned measuring spoons and cups. Children sit together to share their meal or snack with friends and staff. Staff actively encourage children to try foods and beverages. Food is never used as a reward or a punishment. Children are offered water during play at snack and offered as a second beverage at meals after serving milk at meals and snacks. We do not allow outside food into our Summit locations. Milk substitutions. We offer milk substitutions for children who cannot drink cow's milk. Per CACFP guidelines, milk substitutions must be equivalent to cow's milk. Listed below are some of the allowable milk substitutions. Actually, there are only 3. Original soy milk, unflavored, lactate milk, unflavored, and lactose-free milk, which is unflavored. Parents must complete a parent request for milk substitution form, which is the HEMED 40. This form is valid until the parent notifies us otherwise. If a child is unable to drink cow's milk due to a disability or special dietary need, a food allergy care plan, which is a HEMED 30, must be completed and signed by a licensed medical authority. Special diets. Summit makes every effort to accommodate children's special dietary needs. When a child requires a special diet, we want to ensure we have all the specific information so we can serve the child safely and according to CACFP guidelines. A food allergy care plan, which is the HEMED 39, will need to be completed and signed by a licensed medical authority. The form must list the disability or life-threatening food allergy, a medical condition or food allergy, a special dietary need or food accommodation, and it must also list the foods to be omitted or avoided, and it must also list the appropriate food substitutions or modifications. We hope you all have a great school year. And next up, I'm introducing Lori Wagner, Fiscal Assistant.
Hi, this is Lori and Natalie. We're your fiscal contacts. Our information is shown there on the screen. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at any time.
We can take tuition payments via ACH, the automatic withdrawal. That will be each week from your checking account, savings account, or you are also able to use your credit or debit card. A form is in your enrollment packet if you choose this option. We also accept cash payments at the Lewistown Center and the Lewisburg Center only. We will also accept check or money orders, and they can be dropped off at the locations listed on your screen. And we are also able to take credit card payments. You may contact Lori or I with a one-time credit card payment, or you can log into the My ProCare portal.
We do collect a deposit when you're signing up for CSD, which is equal to 1 week's tuition or 1 week's copay if you're ELRC funded. If your child is currently enrolled in childcare, a deposit won't be needed. We will transfer their childcare deposit over to CSD. And your deposit will be returned to you if you provide us with a 7-day notice of the withdrawal.
It's very important to let us know whenever you would not be attending the CSD program, to let your site know. You will have a warning letter after your first no call, and after the second and third occurrence, there's a $10 fee, and that could follow with suspension.
Slide gives you some information about our flat versus blended rates. That information was provided to you when you were enrolling in CSD. If you do have any questions about your tuition charge or what's included, feel free to reach out to us. Just a couple notes. White Deer Elementary CSD program only offers flat rates at that site because we do not provide care at that site on schools out days. And also our ELRC funded clients are considered blended.
Our families are charged for holidays. Please remember, if you're paying by check or money order or cash, to include the days we are closed in your payments. If you are using our automatic withdrawal program, please anticipate them to be included in that withdrawal. If you need statements at any time for any reason, an example is dependent care plans, please reach out to Natalie or Lori. We'll help you set that up. Changes are very common in CSD, especially when winter months arrive. If you use automatic withdrawal for your payments, please expect the adjustments to be made a week or two after the changes occur. Once we receive and review the attendance sheets, we make any adjustments that are needed based on closed days, etc., and then we will adjust your payment the following week. If you receive funding from the ELRC, please remember that we are required, according to our contract with them, to follow their regulations for collecting copays, reporting absences, etc. Please make sure you understand their policies and don't hesitate to reach out to them or to us if you have any questions. Thank you. We really look forward to working with you this year.